Okay, so welcome to Steady Mike, episode 2, with Peter and myself. I go by ET, or some people might know me as Trabax, but you could say that nickname's kind of dying, so, and I want to kill it. But either way, so today we have, we're going to be talking about an important subject that we've been wanting to talk about. And so that subject is, I saw some, I guess you could say, other podcasts talk about it. So they talked about, I guess, bashing like other cultures or other people that are, we say, half black and half Mexican. That they felt, what's it called? They felt like disrespected, you could say, or they find it disrespectful for what they're doing. So one of them, I think it was Blueface. You know, that's something I did not know. He was half Mexican, half black. You know,
he's
I guess.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, Blueface, half Mexican, half black.
Who's Mexican, mom or dad?
I'm not 100% sure, but
I don't know, bro. I think we gotta investigate that.
Yeah. So, in fact, that happened. I guess he took out a song. I haven't really heard it. I just saw a little clip, and I guess he talked about, like, he said some words in Spanish, I guess, and I guess they tried to say, like, he was mocking it. Or even YG, when he took out that song Loco, you know, that he has the mariachi playing. You know, a lot of people were criticizing him because the fact that, like, oh, like, you're not even, like, you don't have the Mexicans in your music, which he actually did. Mariachi is Mexican, you know, so that's why, but he didn't have any Mexican rappers and stuff like that. But he, you know, on one of his biggest songs with, you know, F. Donald Trump with Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, he actually, they showed they were in the rally, you know, supporting Mexicans, carrying the Mexican flag. So that's what I'm saying, like, something that bothers me is that, like, why is it that so many people think that? Like, why is it so many people take it too much to heart when somebody does something like that? Like, I didn't find it offensive. Like, I thought it was cool, you know? Like, I thought, I'm like, oh shit, you know what? They're waving the Mexican flag, that ain't even Mexican, like, especially YG. You know, he's not even Mexican. And then look at him. You know, Blueface, I didn't know he was half Mexican. And it came out that he was, you know. There's other actually Mexican, you know, rappers or stuff like that are Mexican, and they're not even say that, like, they're Mexican. Like, I think, what's that kid's name? I forgot his name, but
which one?
He's like, well, almost everybody's face tatted, but
6ix9ine?
No, not 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine always says he's Mexican. I forgot his name.
Lil Sand?
Yeah, he's half Mexican. Oh, actually, I think he's Mexican. And he doesn't even say he's Mexican. I thought he was white.
I think he said one of the videos his dad was from Mexico or something. I think he said he got deported. Is that?
I think, I'm not sure, but, well, I never heard him say it myself that he's Mexican. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like what bothers me is that so many people always are quick to judge, you know, like, instead of seeing the big picture, you know. There's other things that we should talk about than we don't really talk about. And like, it's not even to say, like, oh, like who am I to say that what actually is disrespectful or not? But, you know, I don't find it disrespectful, and I'm 100% Mexican. I was born in Mexico, you know, and I see a lot of, like, you say Chicanos, or a lot of, not Latinos, but a lot of, what's that other word they use? Say Chicano,
Latino, Hispanic, Latinx.
Yeah. So, like, a lot of people that are, like, especially, like, a lot of people that are born here and their parents are Mexicans, you know, they always talk about, like, shit like this is, like, so little tiny of a problem that pretty much it's not even a problem, that they find it disrespectful, and they want to go and talk about, like, oh, you're disrespecting la raza, you know. That I don't find it disrespectful. For me, as a Mexican, you know, born in Mexico, I don't find it disrespectful, you know. That's one thing that here in the U.S. they do, is one of the biggest things you cannot do, of course, and that's because I learned because one of my friends is in the Navy. Well, he was in the Navy. He talked about how there was, the flag cannot touch the ground. If it touches the ground, you have to burn it. Yeah, the flag, there's certain ways you have to fold it. If you don't fold it the correct way, you know, that's respecting it. And those are things that I find disrespectful. It's more if they do shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's bigger things that are actually disrespectful than just saying words in Spanish and thinking, oh, like, you know, is disrespectful, or having a video taken out talking in Spanish, rapping in Spanish, and then having, you know, like not having any Mexican rappers. Like, but honestly, how many Mexican rappers are there out there? There are no. Besides, the most person that I know is Snow the Product, and she raps Mexico like nothing. Like, she's always, ever since day one, ever since her first song that I heard, she's always talking about Mexicans. She, every concert, she carries her Mexican flag. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess people need to kind of start thinking about stuff like that, saying like, oh shit, is it disrespectful? Like, don't go ahead and bash the song or say shit like that without even actually understanding, you know, not the meaning, but maybe they're just doing it like, you know, because like I say, maybe because he's Mexican, maybe he feels the right to say, you know, just how a lot of Mexicans have the right to, or feel the right to say the N-word because they grew up with black people, you know. So those are things that I'm saying, like, don't go ahead and bash songs, don't go ahead and say shit that always disrespectful, when actually a lot of Mexicans don't find it disrespectful, you know. And then, you know, I don't know all these people if actually they go ahead out there and actually support La Raza as how some of these guys do, you know. You know, Tupac used to support it, Nipsey Hussle used to support it, you know, YG supports it. There's a lot of maybe more rappers that I know, or maybe more black people support it than actually, you know, a lot of Chicanos, a lot of, you know, born American but have Mexican parents, you know. So, you know, there was a saying that one of my friends told me that when he was locked up, he said, you know, we used to call a lot of people like that, we used to call them plastic, you know, plastic folds wherever there's more heat, you know. So you fold it on one side, it folds to that side, it folds to if there's more heat on the other side, it folds. So what he was trying to mean is that you only fold where it's, you know,
convenient.
Yeah, convenient for you. So that's what I'm saying. For me, that's the biggest thing. Like, don't go ahead and bash certain things without even actually making it like because you find it disrespectful. Go ahead and say, I find it disrespectful because of this. Don't say, oh, it's disrespecting La Raza. No, it's not. Like, for me, 100%, I don't find it disrespectful unless they're doing something like that, like burning the flag or, you know, stepping on it or shit like that. Then of course, go ahead and bash. Like another person that they try to bash, it was Cardi B, because on her song that she says, what did she say? You know,
Trap Selena.
You know, and recently actually I saw some white guy actually rapped about talking shit on her. He's from Houston. You know, saying like, oh, like, you know, he's not even a rapper and shit like this, and you know, you're over here fucking saying shit about talking Selena, you're not even Mexican, or why you bash, you're not even close to her. But deep down inside, for me, it was like, she's not bashing it. Listen to what she says. I'm the Trap Selena. It's like saying, you know, I'm the Mexican Tupac, you know.
Hey,
I'm not bashing.
But I don't know, bro. Is she black or is she Hispanic?
She's actually Puerto Rican, I believe. She's Puerto Rican, and
is she from the islands, huh?
Yeah.
From the Caribbean.
Yeah. And
right.
So those are things that when she, and this is the biggest thing though, like, I didn't find it disrespectful, and even I didn't find it even least disrespectful when they had, I think, Selena's sister and somebody else that had it at 92.3 with Big Boy, and they asked him like, oh, you know, she's getting a lot of heat for it. She said, oh, like, I find it like, I'm happy that they said that, you know, because it kind of shows that Selena is actually still, they're keeping her culture alive, well, not her culture, but her legacy alive, I want to say. You know, still keeping her alive. And for somebody as big as Cardi B, and she was blowing up, for her to say that, you know, it was great, and she was happy for it. Like, all her family, she said all her family was happy for it. So that's what I'm saying, like, don't go and bashing something without even knowing 100%. And that's why when I heard that, you know, I wasn't going to talk about that part, but I just remember right now when that guy, he's from Houston, you know, like, they started talking about it and shit like that. So I was like, come on, man, like don't, it's not disrespectful saying that I'm the Trap Selena. That means she's the next, not the next Selena, but she's like the ghetto part of Selena, you get me? Or like something like that, you know, like but she wants to be that big, and that shows that Selena was a big influencer, and she's really, really big in the music industry.
Hey, shout out to rappers from Houston and from Texas. A lot of coming rappers. I mean, besides Peso Peso, there's a few that I've liked that. Well, I got them somewhere in my head, but I can't remember. But yeah, I agree with what he's saying. most of the time we tend to like bash on people right away, especially when they mention things about something to do with our culture. When I mean culture, Mexican culture. One of the things I do think is kind of stupid is when people start hating on different races who embrace basically like Mexican culture, Chicano culture. And I'm gonna give one example. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm pretty sure if you're Latino, Mexican, Hispanic, I'm pretty sure you know who it is. And I think this guy has been rapping for years, even since I was younger. But his name is Mr. Capone, and I think I spoke with my buddy. We're talking about it, and he kind of does agree on what I was saying, and it's basically when it comes down to him supporting the raza, but people were hating on him because he dresses up like a cholo, makes it seem like he's Chicano when he actually is not. He's actually somewhere from the Middle East. And he had that swag, or we call it lingo, but hey, that's where he grew up in in LA. He grew up in that area, so that's basically how he grew up. So that's his that was the way he came up, and so it's been years till now people have been hating on him, especially because he's just not Mexican, but he was dressing up, he was acting this way, and he hangs out with his hood, which is mostly Mexicans. So thinking about it, it's kind of stupid, people hating on him just because of that, you know what I mean? And it's pretty lame, and in my opinion. Another example is I'm pretty sure you guys know who Kat Von D is. So his husband, I think I forgot his name, huh?
Her husband.
Her husband, yeah, I forgot his name. Fuck, can't remember. But he has some Chicano, cholo rock type of music. I forgot his name right now, but basically. A few months ago there was some drama going on Instagram and on YouTube, I guess, where he had a friend or a buddy that was all tatted up. He was dressed up as a cholo, and I guess he was also saying that he was from a somewhere from either Mexico or somewhere, but basically he was already naming like a tribe in Mexico. You know what I mean? He was saying he had blood from I forgot the tribe's name, but anyways, I guess some fools did some investigation on him, and I guess that fool's actually from Florida, Florida, Tampa Bay or Florida, somewhere around there. And he's actually white, or what I mean. So I think he's even Cuban. I don't even know. But what I'm trying to say is that he was all dressed up, like a cholo, tatted up everywhere. I think he had Sur 13 on his back or something. And basically, this fool was rapping. He was, rapping da raza in a way. And I guess, like I said, someone did some investigation on him. They found out he wasn't who he was saying he was, and people actually put him on, and Kat Von D's husband, was getting the backlash because, he was the one who, I guess, put him on in most of his videos, and I guess with the people he hung around with and all that kind of stuff. But which amazed me is that people are hating on him because he was acting a certain way. I guess he never said that he was Mexican or he wasn't Mexican, but the way he was carrying himself and the way he was claiming he was from a tribe in Mexico or somewhere. I guess they check on him, and it was one of those things like, hey, he's not Mexican, he's not Latino, or Latino, I mean like Salvadorian or Hispanic. I don't know where that fool's from, but I just kind of find it stupid that, hey, hey, this fool's repping, and because he's not Mexican or Latino enough, you guys gotta put him down, or gotta hate on them. But going back to that, I don't know why people keep talking shit on him. I think he even deleted his Instagram. I can't find him anymore. But here's another thing, all you guys, when most of the people are okay with the Fool's Gone Wild, which they're pretty funny. The videos, the memes, all that, funny as hell. I used to follow them. I don't follow them anymore, but hey, the fool's not even Mexican, and y'all got, you guys aren't even hating on him or saying anything. He's not even Mexican. People are gonna say, how do you know he's not Mexican? He's not Mexican. If you know, you know. So he's making fun of y'all. He's making fun of everyone. He's making fun of the raza. And I guess it's funny. I mean, he posts video of cholos, this and that. It is funny. I find it funny. But, are you guys okay for someone not being Mexican making fun of you guys? That's up to you guys to decide, I guess. But, hey, like I said, I used to follow them. I used to follow their page. I used to, watch their videos on, YouTube. But, hey, this who's not Mexican. He's posting funny shit. He's making fun of Mexicans, making fun of Latinos, and everyone's allowing them. Everyone is allowing, when I mean them, I mean, I don't know if Fool's Gone Wild is big company or not. I mean, like a small company or not. But either way, you guys are allowing, them to make fun of you guys. Or you guys might say, hey, but it's not even that deep. Then I mean, why you guys make fun of this who are rapping the raza? I don't know, man. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we shouldn't be bashing nobody. We shouldn't be doing anything like that. We should always like embrace what they're doing. Like they say, any publicity is good publicity. At least people are watching. Other people, other cultures, other races. Putting up the Mexican flag. That's the best part about it is, supporting each other, and that's something we should be doing. Stop hating on each other or stop hating on others just because they do this, We're all here for the same reason. And honestly, at the end of the day, we should just support just how, we go ahead and we support a lot of black artists. Do the same to our own raza, like for example, Snow the Product, she's doing it big, She's doing it by herself without a record deal or without a record label, and she's actually have a lot of people following her, And I've been following her since for like 5-6 years, I heard it for the first time in 92.3, one of the pros there. I guess it was something had to do with something to bring up female rappers, and so they did, and and I listened to her. She had like a little skit where she was like rapping for like a minute and a half, and I thought she was crazy. She's sitting down on the couch, and I was like, damn, man, that's fucking badass. So now she's doing it big. She's doing it with, she took out a freestyle with Bizarre, I think that's his name. He's like, I guess a big, like, he produces beats for a lot of like music artists. So she was actually there, and I even seen on her YouTube when she posted up the video, she even thanks thanks Bizarre for giving me this opportunity to work with you, And her, you guys should go check it out, it's badass. There's other artists there, but yeah, I've been going back to that, we should always just support each other, especially our own raza, like recently, I don't know if you've seen on Instagram, there was like, they have a lot of, I don't know where part of Asia is, but they have a lot of guys like dressed up as literally as cholos and shit. They're literally walking like cholos, and they're like, it was on a lot of Chicano and a lot of, well, I would like to say a lot of Mexican Instagrammers, I guess their main pages and stuff like that. They were posting up that how our culture has actually, hit in other countries, and people were actually embrace it. That's what we should be doing, embrace each other. Maybe some people might find it respectful, and I'm not saying not to find it disrespectful, because to each his own. But always, like, as long as you don't disrespect the flag, as long as you don't disrespect nothing, I think that's the best important thing. The flag represents everybody. That's Mexico doesn't represent everybody. The flag
That's
represents,
right.
You carry your flag, it represents you. Wherever you go, you put up the flag up, everybody knows where you're at. So that's something we should all do, is embrace that. And as long as they don't disrespect the flag, because that's the most important thing, then we shouldn't be tripping, and just be happy that there's other cultures embracing us, the other cultures actually, talking about us, and that's it. Like, why always do all this? Why always fucking bringing these other people down? And that's the biggest part, that's the hard part about it.
Yeah.
Like, if it was in that case, then why a lot of us go ahead and buy, like, Jordans and stuff like that? Why don't we buy fucking Mexican brand shoes? Like, we're really gonna be supporting or talking shit on people that just because they say certain things, if we are gonna support each other, support 100%. If they like rallies, when they do it for like all this DACA and stuff like that, go ahead and support it. I'm not saying you guys don't do it, but as a part of what I see, I never seen a lot of these Chicano podcasts talked about that song. I went through their pages and shit like that. Not once that I ever saw them post up anything about, supporting Mexico, supporting, the DACA movement, supporting, the Dream movement and stuff like that. Not once that I saw it. So that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna support it 100%. And for me being Mexican, I'm not gonna sit down and tell you, I go out to rallies and shit like that. Just because I don't have time. Like, at the end of the day, right now my family comes first, and I gotta make sure I put food on the table. If I go out there, I do support it. Like, as in, following them. They send me emails on, do this electronic signature. Because we need a certain amount of signatures for certain things, and I do support it like that. I support it the most I can. But for me to say, hey, I'm not gonna go into work because I gotta go to this rally, no, I don't. I'm gonna sit down and be 100%.
Yeah, and in the same way, I have my opinions. He has his opinions. We would like to know from you guys, what's your opinion on this matter, this subject. Especially, I know a lot of people are gonna say, hey, they don't agree with my opinion regarding, the fools I just spoke about. And but hey, we would like to know what you guys think, because like I said, it's my opinion, his opinion, your opinion.
Yeah.
We want to know what you guys think. We want to know if what I said. Maybe there's people that might agree with what I'm saying but don't say anything, or there might be people that don't agree, and hey, they're their opinions, but we still want to hear them. You know what I mean? But yes, it's something that we gotta do. Support each other, support our raza, especially right now. There's I've seen a lot of, besides the Asian hate, I've seen I haven't heard anything lately about Latino hate that much, but at the beginning of the year there was a lot, but it seems that it has calmed down a little bit, huh? But hey, we're just two guys trying to support our raza. We're trying to support our culture. We're trying to support what we believe in. I might have different views. He might have different views from what we're saying. But hey, at the end of the day, we're still supporting what we think is right, and that's giving the Latino, Mexican, Hispanic, Latinx community, something that that we think is right for them.
Yeah, so just give us what you think. Give us a like if you like it, or dislike. Like I said, good publicity. Any publicity is good publicity. But moving on, different subjects we're gonna talk about. But one big thing we're gonna talk about is shout out to Nike for supporting this. I'm just kidding. They don't support shit. You know, but other subjects we're gonna talk about like actually, you know, we were talking about it earlier, and I've been talking to, you know, there's a lot of freestyle, you know, in Mexico, you know, all over. I'm not sure, but I think I'm not 100% sure it's Mexico City where they're doing it. So for a lot of people that don't know, they used to call Mexico El Distrito Federal, so but it's not like that no more. It's not called DF, it's called Mexico City now. They changed it. So for a lot of people that don't know that, just know that, you know. But yeah, so there's actually like there's this girl named Uzuki, and then this other one.
Fucking Chilindrina, bro.
Yeah, you know, I like it. You know, I follow you. See all these battle rappers too here. You know, I follow all the guys from, I can't name them all, but the guys from Wild and Out, they're all actually battle rappers. You know, I used to follow Soul Khan. I used to follow what's this other guy's name? I forgot. I guess it's just got like some. I used to follow all these guys, right? But I still watch their battle rappers. There's another called Don Marino. He's Mexican. You know, I like how he's doing it. You know, he says a lot of punchlines that, you know, a lot of people don't understand it, you know. But anyways, so in Mexico City, I seen them. They do a lot of them. And the difference is from over there is like in here. Like for here, they give you like 45 seconds or a minute or 3 minutes to just battle. But over there is that you throw like 2-3 punchlines, and then the next person, and then like sometimes the crowd goes crazy. And what I like it though is they don't like, okay, stop, like I had to do it here. Like sometimes here, the battle rapping, he says something, and the crowd goes crazy. Over there, no. Over there, they start giving a countdown, like 3, 2, 1, go. So it kind of gives the crowd, you know, understanding. Okay, yeah, come down. We, you know, let the other person rap, and it's badass. You know, it's actually, well, he looks Asian. I don't want to say he's Asian because I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done the research. His name is Chan. You know, but he does look Asian, so
yeah, it's a lot of Mexicans location, huh?
Yeah, so I think he is, you know, but he gets down, you know, he gets pretty down. I saw that he run the battle rappers over there in Mexico City, you know, so you guys should go check him out, you know. I know a lot of people might not understand what they're saying, or a lot of people don't understand because us as Mexicans, we always have like a double meaning to what we say, you know. So you might say something, but it means something else, you know. So that's a cool part about it. So that's one of the reasons we're doing this too, because we want to talk about stuff like that, like stuff that people don't get, you know. As I have seen like people do reactions to a lot of songs like from some of the product, and they don't understand it. So that's why the reasons. But you know, I don't know if you've seen those battle raps in Mexico, but let's just get that.
The recent ones, bro, I haven't really paid attention too much. You know, the girl, I forgot his name, the Chilindrina though. You know, everyone knows her by Chilindrina, I guess.
Yeah, you Google her, she comes out.
I've seen her videos. I've been following I guess underground rap battles, especially, you know, like Mexican battles, rap battles, for a few years already. I've watched, I don't know if they're still around, but there was some rappers from this group called Velorio.
I never heard of
that. Was a few years back. You know, they were mostly from Mexico, and then, or actually they were from here. I forgot, but I know they were battling somewhere in Mexico. I was also following like maybe like I want to say like 8 years ago, bro. 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Before maybe 9, bro. Before what's his name? Stupid Young.
No, Stupid Young.
Before he became famous, bro, I was watching the battles. I think it was called, I forgot. But it was kind of funny because it was mostly Asians that were battling.
Yeah.
And I know there was mostly Cambodians rapping. I don't know if they were Vietnamese, but I know there was a bunch of Filipinos. I think Rain Set. It was called Rain Set. So it was before Stupid Young became famous. But yeah, they were pretty cool battles, man. So I like hip hop. I like rap. So, you know, I've been, you know, I was following them for a good minute. I was following Velorio also. And then right now, especially with the Usumi, or what's it called?
Uzuki.
aka Chilindrina. I've been watching a few, but not many. But yeah.
Yeah, I've been. She's actually gets down like I said, like their person is totally different, and that's why I like it. Like I like how they talk about and shit like that. So if anybody out there, knows a little bit more, you could always let us know. Like give us your comments and stuff like that. We'll read them, and we'll always reply to every single one of them. But yeah, so like those are things that we're trying to look at, and then we've been looking at. Like I said, there's a lot of like rap battles, and even I've always wanted to go watch one live. I honestly do not know if they do any out here in LA, but I know they have like a lot of there's different ones that you could you could stay like people like they do something and shit like that, or they do all the gathering and shit like that. But yeah, it gets down, So if anybody knows more, let us know. If there's anybody that wants to give us like, maybe somebody we could want to listen to and shit like that,
Yeah, we might react to videos too on our channel. So you got any rappers or any videos you guys want us to watch, just comment down below. Put a link down or something so we can watch the videos. Definitely we'll try to see if we can react to them. I mean, that's something we've been talking about already for a good minute. So might be something we'll do in the near future.
Yeah, and so something I do see though is I don't want to say it's weird, but like I never thought I was gonna see a lot of like I see a lot of like rappers out there in Mexico, like they have like fucking J's, man, like crazy. Like I see like one of them had the Chicago ones.
I don't even know how they get them, bro.
That's the thing.
I can't even get them myself.
I was like, how the heck are these like people getting them over there and shit? But I guess like I said, we don't live out there, so we don't know how it is out there. But it's actually pretty crazy how like a lot of stuff. What I do see is something they wore that we used to wear back in 2000, 2001 is Echo. Shout out to Echo. That was our fucking brand in high school.
Yeah.
Those were actually good brands.
That's a good brand.
And something that I seen though, like a lot of these brands like Fubu and like a lot of this stuff have actually died down, and that's what he was telling me earlier. That like a lot of these died down, but I think mainly because so many people are trying to start off their own t-shirt brands. Like we tried to start off our own t-shirt brand. It was actually pretty cool. It was a good experience. But yeah, like there's a lot of things out there. Like there's a lot of people that I see they're doing their own. And there's like Diamond Supply now. Like now every year, like YouTuber has their own shirts.
Yeah.
Their merchandise and stuff like that. So it's understandable. Like yeah, for me, I wear probably most of the time you'll see me wear is Nike or even just a Wu-Tang shirt. But for all those, I do not pay full price or retail price for my stuff. I do go to outlets, I do go to Ross, I do, the only thing I do have to say is I wear shoes. That's the only most expensive I wear, but other than that, I do shop at Walmart, I do shop everywhere. So people might see me like that, like this is clean out. Like I never ever pay, like if a shirt's $50, I wait for it if it goes on sale. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But that's something as I guess you could say an adult and as a family man already. That's something you learn is, I gotta make sure that I have enough money for everything. like you always see me, like I said on our other episode. I think the other episode I had my Jordan the Force. This time I have my.
Let's see them right now.
Have these, the Bread 11s. I kind of never really, you could say, it's not my favorite shoe, but I like how they go with everything, especially the Bread 11s. That's actually pretty clean. But my favorite shoe all time is the 5s. Those I rep for them all the time. So the Jordan 5s are my favorite shoe.
I like the silhouette of the 3s and 4s.
Yeah, they actually, like I'm not a big fan of the 4s, just because I don't know why, for some weird reason they hurt my feet. But my favorite shoe of all time is the 5s. I have like 5 different pairs of 5s, so that'll be the number one shoe that I have, and I'm always wearing.
Yeah, right now actually I don't have any Jordans. I used to collect them too, but right now I mostly have a couple Dunks. Air Force, NMDs. I haven't really bought anything new. The only recent new, I guess, item I've purchased was I don't know if everyone knows, or anyone that used to skate knows, Vans, the Raleighs. So that's the only thing I purchased. It's kind of like a retro kind of shoe, and it's a shoe that I've been wanting to get a good minute. Either they sell out pretty quick, and I couldn't get them, but just recently I went to the Vans store, saw them, and I just I didn't even try them. I said just buy them, and man, I've been taking notes on the sneaker app, so I don't even try. He has better luck in getting shoes on the app. I don't like paying retail either, but sometimes I'll pay a little bit more than retail, but not something excessive. Like double the price, I wouldn't pay for it.
I think the only thing I paid above retail, and I paid $150. No, it was $125. But of course, the tax and everything, was my Crocs.
Oh,
Bad Bunny Crocs. I get a lot of hate for it because they're Crocs, but hey, you know what? I love them and shit. A lot of people do hate on them. I got a compliment from them, and but a lot of people do say, "Oh, what the fuck? How you wearing Crocs and shit like that?" But they're comfortable.
Do you have any jizz bits on them or no?
No, they came with them. It came with and they actually the whole shoe glows in the dark. The whole not shoe, but
that's right.
Croc. But
dark.
The main thing is that little bunny that it has, like his logo.
Yeah.
Instead like that, that actually glows in the dark more than the other, the whole slipper. But yeah, Crocs are actually real comfortable. My son, my 8-year-old, he loves Crocs. And we went to Disneyland on Saturday, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not wearing no tennis shoes. I'm gonna wear my Crocs." And he does like shoes. Like I bought him the Air Force Ones, the Space Jams, and then I bought him the Up Tempos. The outline is gold, so he loves those. But he gets tired of them easily when he walks. But with Crocs, we go to the store, Crocs. He wants to take it. He gets home, I'm gonna put on my Crocs. A lot of people hate on Crocs, I guess, because how they look. But hey, they're comfortable as hell.
Yeah. For kids, yeah, they're good, bro. You know what I mean? I have a pair of Crocs, bro. They're cool, bro. Because sometimes you don't feel like putting on the shoes. You just slip, put them on really quick and head your way, bro. And they've been coming out with pretty good collab.
They collab with Disney with the cars for adults. That thing's so quick. They have the Space Jam still on sale. So
the Space Jam. Oh yeah, Crocs. They're pretty cool, dude. They're pretty cool. I like them.
They still have
I wouldn't wear them, but they're cool.
Yeah, those are pretty clean. But I don't want to wear Crocs no more. I do wear them in life, but I'm not gonna be buying Crocs no more. Actually, like I said, because I don't buy I have sandals. I usually, I don't know what's the brand name, but it's I have a happy face.
I prefer to wear Crocs over dudes that wear what are those boots called? The ones that the girls wear, like this type of weather right now. What's those getting called?
Oh, not the Tomahawk.
No, they're like Claws. No, not the Claws. I mean, that's another brand.
I think it's Tomahawk.
No, you're talking about a steak, bro.
No, no, it's something like that. I know they have on the toe it curls. No, it has but they have I know.
No,
the Egyptian style.
No, the boots that girls wear right now.
Uggs,
Yeah.
No, I thought you said sandals.
No, bro. Right now, I've seen tweets their own. Everyone has their own style. But I was at the mall. I think it was at we went to Old Navy to get some clothes for my son and I noticed a dude was looking for some clothes, and then I kind of looked down and I saw he was wearing Uggs, and he has his jeans inside his Uggs, and I was like
the boost ones
that
are high.
Yeah, and I was like,
damn. I have seen some Uggs,
but hey, tweets their own. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying it looks kind of funny.
Because I have seen some Uggs though that are for men, and they look clean. They look like the what was it? The lugs. You remember
no. This is the Uggs, the tall ones, bro.
Oh, like that. Now I would say, but there's some that look like lugs, or kind of like a boot, but not like that. But they actually look pretty clean now.
I feel that those those dudes that wear Uggs are the same dudes that go and ask for pumpkin spice, huh? At Starbucks.
And
You like that, though?
Pumpkin spice is good.
Huh?
You never tried pumpkin spice?
I have. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Nah, but those are things that like.
But I can see it. People are like, "Hey, can I have a pumpkin spice latte?"
As I heard it on the online app and shit. I don't want to get there and be like, "Hey, can I get a pumpkin spice latte?" I heard it. I have a link with my wife, so and it's weird because last time I ordered at work right next door. I have a Starbucks, so I told my wife, "I'm like, hey, I'm ordering me a coffee." So she's like,
And
okay.
we're just changing subjects.
So we ended up going and shit. I ended up going, and so I'm waiting for it because it said like give him like 10 minutes. It was like 8:50, so it said it'll be ready by 9:04. So I go and I went earlier, so I'm waiting for it, and then out of nowhere, the guy's like, "Oh, order for Fabiola." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I go there and the guy looks at me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's my wife's name, but she ordered it for me on her app." I look at her picture like, "Hey, no, like that's her name, like pictures down and shit." But then everybody looked at me like saying like, "Damn, like this has a weird name and shit," So I'm like, "Nah," I was like, "No," it's like, "Hey, that's her name and shit, like that's the name they gave you." I'm like, nah. But it was weird, like, so that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the stuff I do order online, but I guess you could say that's why I ordered my pumpkin spice latte online, just because that would be like, "Hey, can I get a pumpkin spice latte and shit?" But like I said, yeah, like those are things that like it's weird. Like I never wear Uggs, and I have seen, like I said, that some of them look pretty clean, but buying them, I don't think so. Like I said, I do have. Those.
Have you seen any dudes like wear them or no?
Probably, but I don't think lately, just because I see a lot of drops in Jordans, so I see almost everybody wear Jordans, man. Like, and I think that's what I hate the most, because now you see everybody have Jordans, like, because, and I don't know how these people get them and shit, but I guess, it's cool and shit, everybody cool, get Jordans and get their hands on some Jordans, but before I remember, you used to be like, walk in and shit, like, "Oh shit, that person wearing Jordans and shit," like, now, like, this time at Disneyland when I went, and there was like a whole lot of crazy people wearing Jordans, and like even at the store, sometimes I see like, not to bash or be like fucked up or anything like that, but like some like, how we call them like paisillas and shit, or like real Mexicans, like straight up Mexicans, like these guys are wearing like Jordan and shit. Like last time I saw some guy wearing some infrared threes, I was like, damn, how the heck did you get your hands on infrared threes? Like, like I've been wanting those, but I was like, man, I'm like, how? I don't get it, but it's pretty cool and shit, People like now they can wear, but I never seen somebody wearing Uggs. Yeah, so I never seen them wear Uggs or anything like that. But
I think there was one time I used to work at this retail store a long time ago. There was this older guy used to work. He was at least I want to say like at least his early 50s, maybe late 40s, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I saw him one time, like wearing the Uggs. Like I said, I'm not hating. I just thought it was pretty funny. You know what I mean? People wearing Uggs. It was kind of like a big guy, older guy with Uggs, and then his jeans were tucked in inside the Uggs.
I see that,
like all the way in.
And see, and I would understand like back in the day when like pants were not like, okay, like when we grew up, baggy pants was big.
And hold on, the funny thing is that I remember the dude was dating this chick that used to work at the same place, and it was she was way younger, she was like at least maybe like 18, 19, and this fool was like 50. It was funny because one time I saw them holding hands, right, and they were walking, and both of them were wearing Uggs. It was kind of funny, bro. Like seriously, they were just walking, holding hands together, and they were both wearing Uggs, same color too, that wheat color.
Yeah, and see, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, like okay, maybe before, like, and now it looks weird, but like before when I was younger, like I would never wear tight pants, and I seen guys wear like tight pants. Not to make fun of you, but but I remember back in high school we used to make fun of kids that wear tight pants, and we'd be like, "Oh, look, you wear your sister's jeans and shit." Like
yeah, mine not that tight, bro.
People breathe and shit. But yeah, so that was a funny part.
Yours look like a fucking what's it called?
No, just what to me. But yeah, like I said, like, and you know, that's something we always do is bagging each other, you know. But either way, like, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, now I do see a lot of and I like I was saying earlier, like there's some girl. I'll probably have a picture later.
If you tuck in your shirt, it's gonna look like leggings.
And
okay.
And so this shit, but that wasn't saying like the tomahawk. I don't remember what it's called.
That's a steak, dog.
But it's a sandal, and the sandal is like this, right? But then it has like straps like this. So that's too. Usually, like my wife used to wear those and shit.
Which ones?
I wasn't telling you, but and it's weird because now they made some for men, and I see men wearing those. I'm like, what the heck?
You mean Birkenstocks?
Yeah, there you go.
Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nah, I can't wear those shit. Like, I seen a. Don't tell me you have a.
No, I don't. No. I bought my girl a couple pairs.
See, that for women it's fine, but not for men and shit. And my wife last time there was
actually,
some red
bro, white dudes wear Birkenstocks.
Yeah, that's my point exactly. You know, there were some. Don't get me wrong, like they were clean. They were all red. That's my favorite color. But I was like, nah, I can't. I was like, no, I was like, I'm gonna buy them for you. I'm like, hell the heck no.
And that's one other thing, dude, especially with, you know, Latinos, Mexican people, Hispanic. But you like something, but it's funny. They'll make fun of you. You'll just wear it that time with your homies, and that's it. Yeah. I remember there was this time where, do you remember Tom's?
Yeah.
Remember you had a pair, no?
I never wear Toms.
I had someone that had a pair of Toms. Actually, a family member. And it was just funny, bro, because you know how you know, it looks, and it looks. I mean, it looks cool, but for some people,
see, and like he says, that's a crazy thing about like Mexicans, like so if you ever hang around with like Mexican people, or you like be around, like don't never take it to heart when they make fun of you. Actually, sometimes if they make fun of you because they like you, you know.
You can't even eat a banana in front of people.
Yeah, but honestly, if they make fun of you, it's because they like you. Like us, like me growing up, it was never like, oh shit, like this was like fucking cool and shit like that. We would never like, we would always bag on each other. We always fucking say shit, you know, and we never take it to heart, you know. So that's something a lot of people that are out there that don't understand. And I've seen a lot of, actually, I don't want to say that a lot of people don't know anymore, but I see a lot of like TikTokers talk about that and do all that shit, you know, and which is true, you know. Us as Mexicans, like we always like to have a good time, you know, like this make fun of us because, you know, 3-year-old party turned to be fucking buy liquor after liquor, you know. I don't drink, but no more, but yeah, that's something we always do. It's always about having fun. It's always about making sure that, you know, something we always have done is joke around, mess around, as you can see. You know, and that's the cool thing about it.
Hey, one of the things, dude, is that, I mean, it's everywhere, bro. At work, where it's not supposed to happen, but it happens. It's gonna happen regardless. As long as you have Mexicans, it's gonna happen.
And that's why even when I was in high school, I used to hang around with a lot of Mexican people. Really came from Mexico. Like I used to like. I remember seeing all these guys. Like I was like the only one that were like that had like Air Force Ones. They're hanging around with all these like people like had barely come here from Mexico and shit like that. And like these guys were like, oh, like fucking always joking around. And I used to love hanging around with these guys, man. Why? Because of the fact how they are, like, because the fact that it was always joking around, always having fun, like, and then we were always like, we would go, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up pretty much broke and shit like that, but, you know, when I have money, we always buy them, and then they'll always buy me, shit like that, so we would always be humble with each other, we always help each other out, you know, we never said like, oh, like, fool, I'm buying you a lot of shit, like nah, like, that's who we are, like, we always, like, we don't mind pain, you know, because we know how sometimes people struggle, we know the struggle, but I know it turned out a little bit more serious, but that's something we always do, you know, and that's why when I used to hang around with them, it was always talking shit, and that's why I learned how to talk shit, because of all these guys, and even now, like, at work, you know, I fucking joke around a lot, we're always joking around, like, we make fun of one of the guys, because he's, like, shy to talk, he's, like, I would like to say he's, like, the Mexican version of the 40-year-old virgin, and this guy's like funny because like he's into that pyramid scheme and he's getting fucked over, but I tell him and shit like well, hopefully he's not, you know. And I always tell him, hopefully you're not getting skinny.
Most likely yes.
You know. And this guy has 2 jobs and he has no money and shit, so that's how bad it is. But you know, he's pretty cool and shit, and I always fucking around with him and shit. But I always try to tell him, like, I always hype him up to talk to a girl, and I'm hyping him up. I'm like, yeah, just tell her like this and that, and he gets all happy. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, and then he gets there, and then he gets stuck in, oh hi, and then he walks away. But then, you know, we joke around with him, we make fun of him, but then he talks shit back and shit like that. But that's how we are, you know. But we always joke around. That's why, you know, if I would chose to work in an office, and of course getting paid good, or even getting paid like a little bit less and hanging around with, you know, people like that, of course I would choose that. Why? Because that's happiness, you know. And you know, that's something I like to do, you know. Like at work, you always see me happy, you always see me messing around, not like in a bad way, but like joking around with my peers. Those are things that we are, you know. We always joke around and shit like that. And even as you can see us too, we always joke around and shit like that. And even people we don't know, like I was telling them earlier, we went to Kuwait, you know, like I was passing by to the restroom, and one of the guys was like, hey, ¿qué onda? I'm like, oh, ¿qué onda, compa? And I'm like, hey, ¿qué haciendo? Le dice, oh, aquí trabajando. And I'm like, oh, dame a tragar a estos pinches gringos, ¿verdad? And then he started laughing. So, like I said, we always joke around, but like I said, like we will always joke around for everything. We would never take something serious. What we do, but after a while. But yeah, so that's just how we are, and you know, that's something a lot of people that don't know need to understand that. Like, you hanging around with Mexicans is talking shit and having fun and drinking most of the time.
Yeah, that's how it is most of the times. I mean, I feel that that's how our culture is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know, most of the time we make fun of each other, talk shit, but for the most part, you know, I mean, we're okay with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, there's some people that, you know, just don't like that type of way. But hey, you know, if we know the person or we like them, you know, we'll make fun of them. We'll, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. That's how it is. But yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for this episode.
Yeah, it was a good episode. You know, we'll come back in a few days and you know make a new video, record, and hopefully as we get more traction, we'll try to record more videos. You know, more views. You know, keep that going, keep that ball rolling, and you know, start get better content. You know, start getting better locations. We got this. We're recording in this empty lot, especially because there's good lighting. Well, we think it's good lighting. You know, the sun's kind of hitting our faces, but you know, it's nice sunny day, so the lighting should be good, and we'll be upgrading, you know, little by little. You know, different mics, different cameras and stuff as we get better at this. And yeah, give us your opinions, you know, comments, anything you guys have to say, because you know, of course we need people to let us know how we're doing, what we can improve. You know, maybe you guys don't like, you know, the way we're shooting with the camera, or maybe you guys don't like, you know, the sound. Maybe it's not too loud, maybe it's too soft. You know, let us know. Right?
Yeah, and we will be having maybe later on in the future we will try to have some people come with us and, you know, kind of interview them, or even telling us their own opinion.
Yeah.
So if anything, like
we have a few people we know that we want to bring over, and
even if you guys want to do it, you guys should come too. Just let us know. We could plan it out and meet up and talk. We want to have different type of people, which is not just, you know, everybody has their own opinion. So, you know, maybe we have different people how they are. You know, maybe we could even later on get this construction guy good. Bring him on board. You know, he's always minding his own business. But yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
We might even. I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but you know, we're new to this. It's called Spotify Room.
Yeah, Spotify Room.
something like that. But we'll set up the link pretty soon. Basically, you guys can come in, log in, basically chat and everything. And if we have something going on that day, maybe questions regarding the video, questions regarding the subject, whatever, we can set that up. So a certain day, a certain time, you guys can just join in, and
Yeah, we'll be. I know we have our podcast on our link. I'll be later on putting in our Instagram. I know we have. I have my own TikTok. He has his own TikTok, so we'll talk about that if you want to post that up. I have my own Instagram. He has his own Instagram, so we'll put that up there too if you guys want to follow us there. So we'll have everything up. We're still, like I said, new to this YouTube. Yep. I'm still trying to figure out. He worries about the podcasting, and I worry about the editing and videos and stuff like that. So like I said, give us a like, follow us, subscribe to us. We'll